Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video we are going to learn practice set 2.6, but we're not going to complete entire 2.6 exercise in this video. We're going to do few sums in part 1, whereas few sums we are going to do in part 2 of this video. Okay, so half of the sums we are going to do in this video. So let us start with the first question. Now this exercise contains word problems, children, wherein you have to form the equation by reading the question. Okay, and after that, once we solve the equation, we'll get the answers. So the first question that says that product denoting the numbers of Pragati's age 2 years ago and 3 years hence is 84. Hence, find the present age. So we have to find out what is our present age. So whatever is a question asked to us, no, that we consider as 8 x always. So like for example here, we will say that let her present age be x. Since we don't know, we'll consider it as x years. Okay. Now what is given? The product of. So product of something. Of what? Pragati's age 2 years ago. So 2 years ago means what? Students, suppose if my age is 10 years now. 2 years ago it was 8 years. Yes, it was 10 minus 2. Similarly, in this case, if Pragati's present age is x, 2 years ago it was x minus 2 years. Yes. Similarly, and 3 years hence. 3 years hence means 3 saal ke baad. After 3 years are going to get added to my original age. Yes. So that will be x plus 3 years. So her age 2 years ago was x minus 2 years, and her age 3 years from now will be x plus 3 years. Now what is given according to the given condition? What is given? The product denoting product. Okay, denoting the number of Pragati's age and 3 years hence is 84. So product of these two, x minus 2 and x plus 3, is 84. Yeah, and then we open the brackets. So we open x with x plus 3. So what do we do here? We multiply this bracket, this x with this entire bracket. We also multiply this minus 2 with this entire bracket. And then we're going to individually open it. X into x into 3x. See, x into x will be x square, x into 3x will be 3x. Minus 2 into x will be minus 2x, and 3 2s will be 6. Plus into minus will be minus, is equal to 84. Now let us solve this equation here. So x square is only 1 here, nothing is there to add with it. So x square will remain x square. What about this? 3x minus 2x. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So it is x minus 6 is equal to 84. Still we can solve this 6 and 84. So we'll bring this 84 here. So this plus 84 becomes minus 84, and by adding this minus into minus will be plus. 6 plus 84 will be 90. Also this will get a bigger number. Yeah, so x square plus x plus 90 is our quadratic equation. So we have to find out two such numbers whose product is 90 and whose sum should give me 1. So let us start finding out such solutions. Like for example, 90 will come in one's table, 190s are 90, but that will not give me 1 as a remainder. Let me try with 2. 2 into 45. 2 into 45 will give me 90, but 2 into 45, 45 minus 2 will not give me 1. So I cannot use this. Okay. So which one I'll use? 3 stable. 3 into 30s are, yes, 33s will also give me 90, but 30 minus 3 will not give me 1. Okay, it will not give me 1. So what else? Let me try with 4. What is not divisible by 4? 5. We'll check with 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 eights are 40. Yeah, but 18 5s won't give me 18 and 5. 18 minus 5 won't give me 1. So even we can't use this. Okay, so after that, after 5 we are going to check whether it is divisible by 6. So yes, it is divisible by 6. 6 into 15 gives us 90. But again, that is not possible because 15 minus 6 will not give us 1. Okay, so after 6, 7. 7's table 90 is not divisible with. 8's table also 90 is not divisible. 9's table. 9 10s are 90. Yes, 9 10s are 90. And 10 minus 9 is going to give us 1, children. Like we want here. Yes, so our two numbers that we want here is 9x and 10x. Yeah, so see here, this x square remains as it is, this 90 remains here, and for 1x we are going to split it and we are going to write down it as 10 minus 9. Yeah, these two numbers are 10 minus 9. Since this there is a plus sign here to 1, this sign will go to the bigger number always. So 10 और 9 में से बड़ा number 10 है, तो इसीलिए that plus sign will go to it, and then according to that sign we put the sign to the 9. So plus 10 minus 9x will be the answer here. Now after this we are going to proceed for, then we are going to separate this. यहाँ पे चार terms दिख रहे हैं हमें, so we are going to form two of each and we are going to put it into brackets. Okay, so x plus 10 minus 9, even 9 comes common here, x plus 10. So in the bracket what is left is x plus 10 and x plus 9. So we say that x plus 10 is equal to 0 or x minus 9 is equal to 0. Then this 10 and 9 will shift to the right side and this will become x is equal to minus 10 or x is equal to 9. But children, what is being told us to find her present age, and age cannot be negative. Yeah, so we will say that age cannot be negative and hence x is equal to minus 10 is unacceptable. Therefore, x is equal to 9 and hence her present age is 9 years. Okay, I hope it is all clear to you. With this, we will move towards the second sum. Okay, now let us have a look at the second sum. So what is the second sum all about? The sum of the squares of two consecutive even natural numbers is 244. Find the numbers. So where is an even natural number? Okay, so let me consider one example. Suppose one even number, I take it as 6. Okay, so the next even natural consecutive, see consecutive मतलब immediately बाद में आने वाला, okay, immediately which comes after the previous number, so that is consecutive even natural number. means 6 के बाद even natural number कौन सा आएगा? 8. Okay, that is how a normal example can be, but here we don't know what are the numbers. So if I consider instead of 6x, my next even natural number will it be x plus 2? Yes, because next even number के लिए हमें इसमें 2 ऐड करना पड़ेगा next consecutive even natural number के लिए. So we say let the two consecutive even natural numbers be x and x plus 2. Okay, so after that what we do here, we are going to use the condition given. So what is the condition given to us? Let us have a look. So the condition given is the sum. Okay, so the sum is here, the sum, look here, the sum of whom, square of two consecutive even natural numbers, squares, दो even numbers है उसके square, so x का square, x plus 2 का square का sum is equal to 244. Yeah, and now we are going to solve this. So this will be x square as it is, this will be, now we'll expand this. Everyone knows the formula of a plus b the whole square, so it will be a square which will be x square plus 2ab. So 2 into a is x and b is again 2 plus b square. Okay, so this is how we expand it, and then we are going to solve it further. So let us solve it further. Yeah, so x square plus x square we are going to add, since they are similar terms, which will give us 2x square. 2 into x, 2 into x is 2x, 2x into 2 is 4x, plus 2 square is 4 is equal to 244. Now still we cannot solve this 2, but we can solve these, right? So we'll bring this 244 on the left hand side, so this plus 244 will become minus 244. Yeah, so that will give us minus 240. Now if you see, you'll have, so we can see there is a common term here. There are certain numbers 2, 4 and 240 which are divisible by a number which is 2. Yeah, so whenever you can reduce this, whenever you can remove this or reduce this equation, we should do that. Okay, so मुझे दिख रहा है कि 2, 4 and 240 are divisible by 2, so I'm going to divide all these numbers by 2 and that will give me this. Okay, like for example, if I divide, let me show you. So like if I divide 2x square with 2, I'll get x square. If I divide 4 with 2, I'll get 2, and if I'll divide 240 with 2, I'll get 120. So we have reduced our equation for our convenience, and now we are going to solve this equation. Okay? So now we want two such numbers whose product is 120 and whose sum is 2. It's very easy to find out. 120 means 12 tens are 120, yeah, and 12 minus 10 will give us 2. So that's what we get. We form two groups here, and then x plus 12 will be one bracket, x minus 10 will be the other bracket. After doing that, we write them separately. We write down x plus 12 is equal to 0 or x minus 10 is equal to 0. Then we write down, when we shift this 12 on the other side, it becomes minus 12, and minus 10 is shifted on the other side, it becomes 10. But minus 12 is not a natural number. They have told us we want even natural numbers. Yeah, it's not a natural number because natural number starts from 1. So it's not a natural number, and hence we will say that x will be equal to 10. But हमें सिर्फ x नहीं find out करना है, हमें दोनों numbers बोला है find out करने के लिए. So x तो हमें मिल गया, it's 10. But what about the x plus 2? So we substitute the value of x in here. So x की जगह we will put 10. So 10 plus 2, which gives us 12. Okay. So the two consecutive numbers are 10 and 12. So that is what your second sum is all about. Yeah. The third sum. The third sum has a flowchart given in it, which I have not shown here. I'm going to solve the sum directly from you. For you, from here you can fill your flowchart as per the, as per your knowledge. Okay. So now, what is the question given? Let me read that. You can see a picture also in front of you. In the orchard of Sri Madhusudan, the number of oranges in each row is 5 more than the number of trees in each column. The number of orange trees in orchard is 150. Find the number of trees in each row and each column. There is something called as orchard. Or what is orchard, children? Orchard is not normally a piece of land where fruit trees are grown. Okay, your fruits are grown. Like you can see here, there are apple trees or orange trees. Here I've shown, for example, apple trees, but in question it is orange trees. Okay, so these trees, if you see, they are planted in rows. Rows isko bolte hain. Okay, they are planted in rows. And they are planted in also in columns. Okay, मतलब उनकी arrangement कैसे होने वाली है? They are arranged in proper rows and columns, but we don't know how many rows and how many columns are there. Okay, so we are going to consider something, but before that, let us see how is the arrangement. Okay, so arrangement is like this. Suppose the trees are planted like this. Okay, away from each other, which shows that. So normally इसको हम बोलेंगे rows and these are going to be columns. Okay, so what is the question? Asked find the number of trees in each row and each column. So हमें हर एक row में और हर एक column में कितने ये है trees है that we are supposed to find out. Okay, let us solve it one by one. So in the question it is given already in the flowchart that the number of trees in each column is x. So we are considering the number of trees in this column be x. That is already given to you, so we write down that. Okay. Now what is given? The number of orange trees is each row is 5 more than the number of trees in column. Column में जितने trees है उससे ज़्यादा 5 से ज़्यादा row में है. मतलब अगर column में there are 10 trees, so 5 और ज़्यादा होंगे in rows. मतलब यहाँ पे ऐसा अगर 10 है तो यहाँ पे कितने होंगे? 15 होंगे. Okay, 5 more. Same thing we'll do here. If in the column it's x, then in the row it will be x plus 5. Okay, that's what we mean by this. Then what else is given? Let us proceed further now. In the next part, what is given is the total number of orange trees in the orchard is 150. सारे मिलके कितने trees है? 150. Now how am I going to use this equation? Children, if I want to find out the total number of trees here, okay, how do I find out? I am going to multiply rows with columns. जैसे for example, अगर हर एक रो में 10 है और ऐसे कितने, okay, if there are 3, then I will say that 10 threes will be 30. ऐसे. So we are going to normally multiply the rows and columns and we are going to find out what is the total number of we'll use the given condition to solve our question. So as they are saying that The total number of orange trees in the orchard is 150. X into x plus 5 मतलब number of trees in column into number of trees in rows. ये मिला के कितने होने वाले हैं 150. Then nothing, we are just going to open the brackets and solve. So x into x will be x square, x into 5 will be 5x. We'll bring 150 to the left hand side, it will become minus 150. Now we want 5 as a sum and product as 150. See that it's very clear, 10 15 is 150 and 15 minus 10 will be 5. So 15 minus 10. Now what will I do? The same thing I've written here. We make two brackets here. Yeah, we put two brackets. We separate this one and this one. Whenever there is minus sign outside, be careful and change this sign inside. This sign will change. See here, I'm showing. When there is minus sign, the sign inside this will change of the second term in the bracket. Okay, because this plus into minus should give you minus. Okay, so yeah, so let us proceed further. So we take common outside. Now what is this common, children? See here, this x square and x. There are 2x here and there is 1x here. So I can take 1x. छोटा वाला जो रहता है that हम बाहर लेते हैं. या 2x है और 1x होगा तो 1x हम बाहर लेंगे, 2x नहीं. So 1x goes outside. So 1x remains inside. And this 15x में से 1x already went outside and therefore inside the bracket we have 15. Similarly, out of 10 and 150, we have 10 which is going outside because this is divisible by 10 and 150. So 10 goes outside and inside the bracket you have 10 x plus 15 because 10 into x is 10x and 10 into 15 is 150. Okay. Now nothing. We write down one bracket first and then we write down the other bracket. So that's what we are going to do here. So x plus 15 will be one bracket, x minus 10 will be the another bracket which we'll write as x plus 15 is equal to 0 and x minus 10 is equal to 0. So 15 will go on the other side, it will become minus 15 and minus 10 will go on the other side, it will become 10. But number of apples cannot be, or number of trees cannot be minus 15, it cannot be negative. Yeah, so we cannot take x minus 15, we'll take x is equal to 10. Okay, and hence if x is equal to 10, x क्या था, number of columns, right? तो हमें number of rows find out करना है. Number of rows में क्या था, x plus 5, so that will be 10 plus 5 which is 15. So there are 15, so number of trees in each column is 10 and 15 respectively. This was all about your third sum. Let us move towards the fourth sum. Now this is slightly different from what we have done till now. Vivek is 5 years older than Kishore. So we'll do that first. Okay. So find their present ages. We have to find out the present ages of who? Of Vivek and Kishore. So we consider the present age of Kishore as X. I'll tell you why. Okay. हमेशा जब एज का क्वेश्चन आता है ना, यू ऑलवेज कंसिडर द वन हु इज यंगर, उसका एज एक्स कंसिडर करो. द ओल्डर वाले का यू कैन जस्ट ऐड समथिंग टू इट. ओके, व्हेनेवर आई रिपीट, व्हेनेवर यू हैव बीन गिवन अ क्वेश्चन वेयर यू हैव टू solve the questions based on age, so always consider the smaller value as x. Like here Vivek is 5 years older, तो Vivek 5 years बड़ा है किससे, किशोर से. So that's why Vivek is 5 years older to Kishore and therefore Kishore we are considering as x years. So the present age of Vivek is x plus 5 years. Okay, so we have a present age of Vivek as x plus 5 years. After doing this, what we will do now, so we have used this. Okay, now we'll use the second sentence. The sum of means the sum of multiplicative inverses of their ages. ये उनका एज है, ओरिजिनल एज है, उसका मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स विल बी 1 अपॉन एक्स. ये हमने किया है लास्ट ईयर. एंड इसका मल्टीप्लिकेटिव इनवर्स विल बी 1 अपॉन एक्स प्लस 5. सो देयर सम इज गोइंग टू बी 1 अपॉन 6. Okay, multiplicative inverses are a1 upon x and 1 upon x plus 5. So from the given condition we get this. Okay, so 1 upon x plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equal to 1 upon 6. Now after doing this, we will cross multiply. So let us see how do we cross multiply and solve this. So we'll multiply 1 into x plus 5, which will give me x plus 5, and 1 to x, which will give us x. See, 1 into x plus 5 is this and x is this. Okay, then Also in the denominator we have to multiply x into x plus 5 and the 6 comes in. So let us solve this. So x plus x will be 2x and 5 remains here. X into x will be x square. X into 5 will be 5x and 6. So this we are going to solve here. So I've written this again. Now we are going to again cross multiply this. So 6 into 2x plus 5 is equal to 1 into x square plus 5x. Open the brackets. 6 into 2 will be 12. 6 5s are 30. Yeah. 1 into x square will be x square and 1 into 5x will be 5x. We shift everything to the one side to form the equation. So x square positive है तो हम क्या करेंगे बाकी सबको भी उधर ही लेके आएंगे. तो 5x है x square है, not a problem. So this is, I'm so sorry. So what we do is we shift this all to one side. So this x square plus 5x and x square plus 5x is here only. We shift this 12x here, so it becomes minus 12x. We shift this plus 30 here, so it become minus 30. Okay, now after that, solve this. So x square has no one to solve, is alone there, so this remains as it is. 5 minus 12, so plus into minus is minus, children. 12 minus 5 is 7. And this is a bigger number 12, so uska sign we will be putting here. Okay, and 30 remains as it is. So we want two such numbers whose product is 30 and sum is 7. So what can be those two numbers? So 30 किस किस के टेबल में आएगा? So 2 into 15 but 15 and 2 will not give me 7. Yeah, so I cannot take that. So 3 का टेबल देखते हैं. 3 10s 3 10s will give me 30 and 3 and 10 will it give me 7? Yes. So my two numbers are 10 and 3. Okay. So what do we do always? Whatever is the sign in the previous step, we give it to the bigger number. Like for example, here, what did we do? ये x square को ऐसे ही रखा, ये 30 को ऐसे रखा. Instead of minus 7x, we wrote minus 10x plus 3x. Okay. अब हमें क्या करना है? We have to put proper signs. 10 and 3 we decide. Then this minus sign will go to the bigger number, which is 10. And depending upon this, we put this plus sign, so that minus into plus gives us 7. Now make two groups here. So x, and then take the common. So this common goes inside and you get x minus 10 and x plus 3. So we can write down x minus 10 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. So minus 10, if it goes there, it becomes plus 10, and plus 3 when it goes there, it becomes minus 3. But what is the question about? It says that the age cannot be negative. Yeah, so therefore we'll say x is equal to x minus 3 is equal to unacceptable. So x is equal to 10. So what is the other age? X plus 5, which is 10 plus 5, which is 15. Okay. So we write down the present ages of Kishore and Vivek are 10 years and 15 years respectively. Okay. So I hope this was a fourth sum which is very clear to you. Let us go towards the fifth sum. Suyash scored 10 marks more in second unit test than that in the first unit test. 5 times the marks in the second unit test is equal to the square of the marks in the first unit test. Find his score in the first unit test. So we have been given with lots of information here. Here we are talking about the marks which Suyash has obtained in first unit test and second unit test. So as I told you, always look for the question and see are they asking you. So here they are asking us what is the score in first unit test, right? So we'll consider that as x. We say let Suyash score x marks in first unit test. Then what is the sentence given? दूसरा हमें कुछ second unit test के marks find out करने के we'll use this sentence. Suyash scored 10 marks more in second unit test than in the first unit test. Second unit test में उसने 10 marks ज़्यादा लाए. So x plus 10. Okay, in the second unit test. What is given? 5 times the marks in second unit test. 5 times. So 5 times matlab 5 into x plus 10. Yeah, 5 times the marks in second unit test. So according to given condition, 5 into x plus 10 is equal to square of marks in first unit test. Square of marks in first unit test. फर्स्ट यूनिट टेस्ट में x मार्क्स मिल रहा है तो उसका स्क्वायर विल बी x स्क्वायर. Now we just have to open the brackets. 5 into x will be 5x and 5 into 10 will be 50 is equal to x square. Okay, so now we'll say this x square is here, which is positive, so we'll shift 5x here, which will become minus 5x. We'll shift this 50 also onto the other side, which will become minus 50, and then we are going to solve this quadratic equation. Okay, so we'll rearrange it and write it properly. X square minus 5x minus 50 is equal to 0. So we want two such numbers whose product is 50 and sum should be 5, and it's very clear 10 5 is 50 and 10 minus 5 is 5. So the two numbers are 10 and 5. This sign which is there goes to the bigger number, and hence it goes to 10. So this is minus, so we put here plus, because minus into plus will give us minus, and then 10 minus 5 will give us 5. Then we make two groups. We put this one first bracket, and we put the next two terms in the other bracket. In the next step, we are going to take something common. So x square and x is common here, so we'll take that outside, and inside the bracket we have x minus 10 plus 5 and 50. They are divisible by 5, so we put 5 here outside, and inside the bracket we have x minus 10. So in the next step, one bracket is x minus 10, another bracket is x plus 5. Now in the next one, we write down x minus 10 is equal to 0, or x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now x minus 10, this minus 10 will go here, it will become plus 10, and plus 5 will go on the other side, it will become minus 5. Yeah, but marks will not consider negative here, because they have not mentioned anything in that case, and marks will not consider negative. So we'll say that x is equal to minus 5 is unacceptable, x is equal to 10 is the correct answer. Yeah, so that is the marks that is scored in the first unit test. We had considered x as the marks in the first unit test, so the Suresh scored 10 marks in the first unit test. Okay, so this is what we have from the first part of your exercise. Okay, thank you.